So as usual, I was scrolling through and looking at the updates, what's happening out there, and all of a sudden I see this one: PUBG Mobile banned in India. My initial reaction was, it's huge, it's unexpected. I was going through all the portals, all the news sites, and confirming whether it's, legitimate, is it a fake news or not. And I was shocked that it was real. Now, before I go to how it was banned, why it was banned, what will be the effects, whether PUBG Mobile will be back or not, I'd like to give a little bit of background to this game. PUBG Mobile in India is huge. Like, to give you numbers, 1/4, a quarter of total installs throughout the world for PUBG Mobile is from India alone. And that kind of user base for any app in a single country is mind-blowing. It's just very huge. And PUBG Mobile was not just a game, it was a culture in this region. Now, talking about the region, I'm talking about India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, Nepal, and all these countries out here. It's huge over here. And PUBG Mobile was not just a huge game, a hugely popular game. It was shaping the esports community over here, like the PUBG Mobile Premier Leagues and everything happening with huge prize money and everything happening in India was giving way for other tournaments, other games. It was essentially laying the foundation for esports in this particular region, because esports has not grown to that level over here, but it was the ray of hope for all the gamers out here. And it still should be, because it's banned, but it can come back. But the chances are low, I would say. And it even gave rise to a lot of people. A lot of people are their livelihood depended on this game. Like, they used to stream, and they used to earn through this game. Like, the popularity, the livelihood, the community they were building, everything was funded, everything was based on this one single game. Either you talk about Mortal, either you talk about Scout, either you talk about Dynamo Gaming, all these channels, all these gaming creators out there who are huge, who sit at millions of subscribers, were built because of one single game, that's PUBG Mobile. So it's that huge. And even when I'm talking right now, there are 40 million active users of PUBG Mobile in India alone, which is already, I'm repeating this, which is huge. Now, how was this app banned? Now let's talk about why and how it was banned. So for any country, its sovereignty and territorial integrity and its privacy, the protection of the citizens is very, very important. And no matter how huge something is, how important something is, if it damages these things, it will have to stop in a country. Now after the start of the boycott China movement, many of you might remember, it was trending back then, and it still is trending, somewhat trending. So after that, the Indian government considered banning apps which were there, which would be harmful for the country, for the people of the country. Now what they did was created a list of questions they would ask to developers, and those were essential questions they would ask, and if they found something was fishy, something was not right, the app would have to get banned. And that's why previously it banned 59 apps, including TikTok, which had 1.2 million users. Like, 1.2 million people out there dependent on this app for their livelihood, to earn, to do daily stuff. It was a part of their life. And if after that it got banned, many of them are still struggling, because if you are successful on one platform, you're successful as a short video creator, you might not be as successful making these YouTube videos over here, because you might not have the skill set, or you might not your audience might not react to that. So many of them are still struggling. And for PUBG Mobile, we are talking about 40 million active users, and there is a huge community. Like, there are channels which sit at 100,000 subscribers, 500,000 subscribers, millions of subscribers. So that's a lot of livelihood depending on one single game. And the watching would go to 50, 100k, 120k, 200k sometimes. And that shows how huge it was, to get live viewers, those many live viewers for watching a single game. And that shows that people were crazy. They would spend on this game, they would earn from this game. And the whole community, there was a whole ecosystem based on this one single game at the center. And when the core is now destroyed, so the whole ecosystem is destroyed. This doesn't mean the gaming community has ended in the Indian region. It's still there. There are a lot of games out there, but for the competitive players, the people who have given the thousands of hours into one single game, it's impossible, not impossible, but it's very hard to shift to something else. Like a lot of TikTokers shift to YouTube, but they were not as successful as they were in TikTok. Or even some even moved to Instagram, but there was not same level of response. So players might move to other games, but they need to, they have the muscle memory for a game. Now they have to change that. They need to practice and put in another thousands of hours to learn that game, to play in the competitive sector. So that creates a huge obstacle, because the foundation was being laid. It was huge. There was a whole ecosystem being made, and environment being created for all these sports tournaments to come, esports company to invest, the gaming companies, game creators to come into this region as well. But now that seems to be a little up down if the community does not hold up just because of one single game. So I request that try to explore more. There are a lot of games out there, but yes, it was huge. Now talking about it was huge, even some 300 subscribers on this channel are here because there was a time I used to stream PUBG Mobile on this channel. So a lot of subscribers I gained from that. So everybody was trying to grow on the base of this one single game. Now talking about why it got banned, I already told. There were some essential questions being asked to these companies from China, the app creators, and if anything was found fishy, if anything didn't satisfy the IT experts or the people behind all this, the app would have to get banned. And that's what has happened with PUBG. Now what would be the effects? The gaming community has there's a big blockade, big mountain ahead. They need to climb that, if PUBG doesn't come back, because the foundation was just being laid. There was there's not enough to build something over there. The foundation still needs to be laid. A lot of streamers I saw were trying to bring people into PC gaming, other gaming. They were showing the aspects of the esports community, but it was a slow process and it was happening. But now it needs to happen fast. People need to calibrate faster. So these are the problems out there, but this could be a problem for a lot of apps, a lot of countries. All the 113 apps including PUBG Mobile, now one country banned it because they felt that it was a big blockade for the territorial integrity, the sovereignty of the country. That means other country will look into it, like Nepal would look into TikTok and other apps. They will essentially go and try to find out if it is harmful for their country, because territorial integrity, protection of the country comes at the topmost part, above everything. That is something every country keeps at number one whenever required. So that's why I think a lot of other countries, neighboring countries like Bangladesh, Nepal, Pakistan, would look into these apps, because these are massive bans, like 59 apps previously, 113 apps right now. Even after TikTok ban in India, US looked into TikTok ban, and now they are acting upon it. So we could see a chain of bans, and this could essentially destroy the game, or limit the users, and there could be a lot of problems. And the ecosystems based on this game or these applications would be totally destroyed, like the esports community in this region. So now the question comes, will the app come back? Now similar to what happened in US, like TikTok is fighting, like they are saying they are not a threat but just a platform. So similar thing can be we can see from the side of the PUBG Mobile, from side of Tencent. Like they could present the facts that they're just a game, they're there to build a community, to just as a game, not a threat. So if they possibly could prove this point to the officials, government officials, and if they could convince them that they are not a threat, and it's just a game, there's nothing, and they are willing to change things. Like if PUBG Mobile is willing to change the data management system, their everything in accordance to the country, the government, then only the app could come back. And this could take months, I guess, to crack something, to settle down, for which would be beneficial for both the game and the government, and for the things to happen the way that would not destroy the territorial integrity of India. So this could take a while, like we could see for TikTok in USA, like they have been struggling, and it has been a few months right now, and definitely the same could be seen for PUBG, until unless they convince the government that they are not a threat to the country but just a simple game, they won't come back. But if they could prove that point, they will essentially come back, and things would go back to normal. But yes, there have to be major changes definitely in the game and according to the government. And we are talking about 1/4 of the community of PUBG Mobile. So definitely PUBG won't lose that community that has been building. That's a huge part of the whole PUBG Mobile community. So they won't want to lose it. So I think they will do everything in their power to ensure that they come back strong. So yes, PUBG Mobile can come back, but I already told they need to convince the government, and this should not be a threat. If they are a threat for any country out there, territorial integrity, the security of people comes at number one. Everything else goes down, no matter how huge it is. So yeah, let me summarize everything in this video. So first thing, PUBG ban would has destroyed a lot of ecosystem based around this game, and also around the 113 apps out there. It could cause a chain of bans, chain of these things around the other countries as well, because India is a huge economic power, and some country like this, India, US, and other countries, if they do something like this, other other friendly countries, other neighboring countries will also look into these points. So that could happen, and this could cause a great backlash for the game. So yeah, let's hope that it comes back and it's not a threat. And yeah, if you are new to the channel, do subscribe, and yeah, if you like the video, like and press that bell icon, so every time I upload a new video you get notified. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.
Yeah.